Peace and wellness to the family, man. How everybody doing? We went live in a minute. I'm out here in nature, and I don't really got. Hopefully, my signal will hold up. Well out here, but I hope everybody is in a good well-being. You know, I need to start doing more self-sharing and personal revelation, because I'm realizing more and more that I need to listen to my intuition. Of that is the foundation of my business, is going through it and to share it so it can help somebody else. In real time, going through it in real time and feeling through the emotions, the thought patterns, all of the behaviors behind how you're feeling, problem solving, divergent thinking, being able to come up with innovative ways to solve your problems, all while taking self-accountability so you can be not the best version of yourself, but also like the version of yourself that can do a better service to others. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I feel is right now is a problem for humanity, is that we're not thinking about how we can serve others and how serving others serves our planet. You know what I'm saying? Personal development and personal growth, spiritual growth serves the planet. Not just you and others, man, but it's just something to think about, something that I've been contemplating myself on this journey. I wanted to talk to y'all. My bad. Let me see if I can get this right. But I wanted to talk to y'all about today is how we can deal with disrespectful people better. How we can come up with different ways and solutions to be able to deal with people when they're being disrespectful to us. Being disrespected sometimes can come from the ego. Who they think they talking to. Who they think they is. They ain't talking to me. They ain't playing with me. I know they ain't playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But if we gotta be totally honest and transparent with ourselves, who is the me? The me is the false self that you created called the ego that drives some of our behaviors subconsciously. One thing we can do to disrespectful people that I've found is when somebody disrespects you, or when you're thinking about somebody disrespecting you and you're feeling the emotions that go through your body, and you're feeling the emotions that you're dealing with that person not even being there, just off the thought of them disrespecting you. Ask yourself, do I respect me? Do I respect me? Do I respect me enough to not let somebody else control me? Not be a slave to somebody else's disrespect, because it's just a reflection of the lack of respect that they have for themselves. You know? So that's one thing. Ask yourself if you respect you. Me personally, I'm dealing with when people disrespect those that are around me, that I love. I'm trying to get to that new level of not losing my cool and controlling my emotional reactivity. So now I want to say I'm at the next level of disrespect, because you can disrespect me You know, put your hand. I respect me, so I'm like, hey, you know, whatever. I can kind of let it go most times. But when you disrespect people around me, and the people that love me, that mean something to me, that's a different place. I feel like that's a different test of masculinity. You know what I'm saying? So number, don't lose your cool. Control your emotional reactivity so you're not a slave to somebody who's disrespecting you. Now, like I said, me on the other end, I'm still learning the emotional reactive ways and action based off of somebody disrespecting people around, people that I love. You know, so another thing too, disrespect could be coming from that's close to you or somebody that you have to deal with on a consistent basis. So you have to find ways to like set boundaries. Like you have to set strict boundaries with those people so you don't lash out violently and do something that you're gonna regret because you should have kept your cool. You should have been able to not to become the emotion and react in that way. Especially for my people who have a history of violence, you know, and can be triggered to resort to violence because we're not used to a whole lot of talking and arguing back and forth. You know, that can be dangerous too. That's why, like, you know, setting boundaries will probably be good for you, good for us. Setting strict boundaries will probably be the best thing for us to do, and don't worry about how anybody judges how you set your boundaries, because nobody don't know you like you know you. Well, that's important. I found too. You know, you know, we gotta elevate our authority. You gotta get to a different place of authority when you're being disrespected, because I'm finding it's a war of the who's the smartest and who's not the hardest, because that the person, you have to be able to control the emotion, realize that the person is the one who really doesn't respect themselves, and that's the reason why they're disrespecting you. At the same time, you want to still trying to see, like, why is this person acting like this? What did I do to disrespect them in a way for them to be coming at me in a certain manner? You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we got to think about too, is like, why are they upset and disrespecting us like that? And are you prepared to take accountability for that? And when you do, if you're still being disrespected, how to set the boundaries, how to go about, that's really important too. You know, man, ah, on a solution-based level, ask the person, what can I do? What can we do to resolve this? What kind of things can we put in place? What kind of solutions can we put in place to get past this so you can stop being disrespectful? Because you being disrespectful is just going to cause me to set even stricter boundaries with you if we have to deal with each other. If not, then I don't ever have to talk to that person ever again in my life. If we don't have anything tying each other, just, you know, we can kind of just let it go. But if you don't let it go, the way that you react is going to determine if you're a slave to that person's insult, disrespect, and inner hate. Honestly, because that's what it's a reflection of. We just got to make sure that we're not in that reflection. You got to make sure that we're not matching the energy but shifting it. It could be hard because the ego and the part of us that has to feel like we have to protect ourselves in that type of way when feeling disrespected, when really, as long as we respect ourselves, we have full control over that situation, and we can recreate it, and we can spin it in a way that we don't have to yell, we don't have to be disrespectful back to them, we don't have to, you know, devalue them to protect ourselves. There's other ways that we can go about it, especially if we respect ourselves. Like I said, I'm getting to a point where I'm trying to learn how to be like that with when the ones I love around me is being disrespected. So I think that is something that's very important to work on, because if we can master that, that means that we're actually going to be getting closer to tapping into our extrasensory perceptions of how to impact the human mind just off of quantum thought patterns alone, just off brain waves, the waves of the mind, being able to thoughts transfer and affect other people's mind, because we're so in control of how we control ourselves to be able to control the situation, which controls the ordinary reality, but gives you the power to manipulate matter. That's the power of emotions, and that's the power that it gives off within the magnetism of your heart and mind coherence. Sound waves, thought waves, quantum fields, all these vibrations go off into the EMF, the electromagnetic field. But this is just part one. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep, but I'm gonna do part two. I don't got good signal out here, so I'm gonna go somewhere where we can speak a little bit longer. But I just definitely wanted to touch on that a little bit, and hopefully for those that are going through something relating can refer back to this so we can build some more on it. Y'all know what it is, man. Peace of wellness to the family. www.mysupremewellbeing.com. Got the new mushroom coffee, handcrafted, no contaminants. I wouldn't do the deal if it didn't heal. Peace of wellness.